My name is Mike Vore. I live in Council, Iowa. Was born and raised over there. Life changed after I got hit. Um, Thank God that I came and ended up with the law firm that I did. They helped me out tremendously. Life changed a lot from that day on, and to this day, it still has changed. But with the help of them and with their advice and everything, I've picked up the pieces. I managed to go on. Life is fragile. You can be thinking life is grand one moment, and the next moment it's not so grand. And all at no fault of yours. I think the first time I met Justin, he came in and he told me that I was in great hands, that I had a good team that had already worked on my case, and that he was going to oversee everything and make sure that I was in great hands and everything was going to go well. He explained to me the ins and outs of my case. He told me, what to expect, what way it could go. He laid it out from A to Z for me, and that's what I needed I really didn't know what to expect in my case. Justin's plan was that we had discussed that he thought we had a great case, not a good case, a great case, and it all had to do with we had several witnesses because of the job I was doing for the city. There was a lot of people there, a lot of coworkers, and that was Justin was saying, well, I'm going to have to subpoena them, and a lot of people don't take likely to that, and that was his game plan, though. What do you think about that? What are your concerns with this? Is it going to be a problem? He walked me through all that, and I said, no, not at all. We were court ordered to go to mediation, and Justin don't like mediation. He told me, this is a complete waste of our time. I've been down this road before. They're going to lowball you. They're going to this, they're going to that. But we're ordered, so I got to go through this. We've got to go through this. So we sat through this thing, and the next thing, they're laying it all out. And this guy's going, well, this is going to take 2 or 3 hours. And Justin's going, no, it's not. He's going, we've got like 20 minutes here. And they came with some offer, and Justin said, did I hear you right? Is that and he turned to me and he goes, Mike, I've heard enough of you. And I just left it up to Justin. I went with his advice, and I go, yes, if you've heard enough, I've heard enough. But it's amazing from their first offer and compared to what we ended up settling for. Yeah, their very first offer of mediation to us was $15,000, and when it was all said and done, Justin got him to settle for $350,000. Quite the difference. Justin told me that it was a crapshoot, and it was up to me. He left it up to me, but I went from Justin's advice, and he bounced things off of me and told me, look, here's the jury pool you got. Here's what I think. But ultimately, when we made it that far into it, he left it totally up to me. He said, it's up to you. He goes, Justin says, I don't care. I'll go all the way to trial. That makes no difference to me. He goes, that's up to you. But he goes, this is where you're at, and this is their offer, and this is what we could settle for today. And so I took it as his advice and decided to settle out of court. Because I think Justin's a bulldog. I know he is, and I would have loved to have seen him in a courtroom at trial. But so, I'm all right with it, but I would have loved to see him in trial. I think if you're looking for a personal injury lawyer, I don't think you can do any better than the law firm right here that I went with. I would use Justin, and I would use High and Young again, put it that way. And I've actually had other people say, what attorney did you have? And I would advise that, not only friends and family, but anybody that might be watching this, I'd advise them to give you a shot. Give Justin, give High and Young a shot.